I want to gain the offensive advantage and ruthlessly bitch slap my friends into a state of utter humiliation, and that's my objective.
Welcome to American Skyfighters. This week, 8 of the world's best dogfighters will hammer it out in the skies.
Dogfighting is the aerial pursuit of victory against your enemies.
The objective is to get behind somebody and stay there.
Aggressive cooperative aerobatics, where one person is trying to fly up behind the other person so he can shoot him.
The goal is to get behind the other guy. We put bullets in the back of his head.
War! The name of the game. Gonna take you down to the wire. There's gonna be hell to pay. Gonna set the world on fire. Bombs! Blowing it up, the utter annihilation.
You know, for a person who's very risk averse, who doesn't like the idea of, ooh, I could get hurt, this isn't the place they want to be.
I mean, Moto's a legend.
Whenever you're dogfighting against a guy with no neck, you know you're in trouble.
If some guy gets in front of you, instead of just trying to pass him, you just shoot him and blow him up and get him out of your way, and you keep going. You know, you drive through the wreckage and go for the victory line.
Bones is the single most aggressive flyer out here, absolutely bar none.
When Bones enters the room, right, it's make way for a fighter pilot.
He's got the aggressiveness of like a really pissed off snake or something. He just wants to get out there and bite you.
And the fight is on.
It truly is kind of a chess match in the air when you got two guys who are really good at it.
Well, like any sport, this thing is going to ultimately be determined by fractions. You know, who is the most focused, who's the most physically fit, whose airplane is going to break or not break. I mean, it's like NASCAR in the air, except it's three-dimensional. It's absolutely dangerous, but anything in life that's worthwhile, that's worth doing, is probably a little dangerous.
The worst thing that could happen would be a midair. You know, two guys hitting each other, and obviously that would not be a good thing.
You're actually flying this plane through the sky, pointing it right at another airplane going 200 miles an hour.
That's my first hop with these guys. I'm pretty excited about it.
Face Shot is still active duty. He's a carrier-based F-18 pilot.
If I go out there and I smoke check hairball in the first flight that I ever do with him, he's not going to be able to live it down.
When you're in a military jet, you're flying really fast a lot. You know, you're up around 300, 400 miles an hour. The distance between you and the enemy is pretty far, up to 1.5 miles.
With these things, there can be 200 feet.
And these little planes is like gnats in a Coke bottle.
They enter the merge. Face Shot's playing possum. Bones tears up over his canopy. He's on his 6th. Face Shot's been hit.
So literally, you feel like you're in a bee's nest, just swarming around, and all these little airplanes flying around.
We've got a cadre of guys now that I would be totally comfortable putting them against anybody in the world, any military, any other group of pilots. In a dogfight scenario, we would win hands down.